the Joker does so many things to so many teams. He's had his most triple-doubles versus the Pelicans. What to you is the most impressive thing about how he plays, the way he goes about his craft?
I think overall his passing ability, his ability to know like time score situation, he makes the right plays. It seems like 90+% of the time, and it's the reason why we talk about him in the MVP race every year. He's an incredible basketball player.
The Nuggets overall in the season a good defense, but they've been struggling lately, especially against centers. What would you like to see out of Jonas Valanciunas tonight? He's a guy that shows up for you night in and night out.
JV just continue to do the things that he's been doing all season. Make sure he dominate the glass, and then just take advantage of his minutes, dominate your minutes. It's going to be a challenge, not just for JV but for our whole team, to make it tough on Jokic and the rest of the guys. But for him, dominate your minutes while you're in the game.
Following up with Jen, you played Sabonis recently as well.
Mm-hmm.
Jokic and Sabonis kind of play the same game. What are the similarities and what are the differences and the challenges to try to defend that?
Yeah, the similarities is that their offense flows through Sabonis, similar to Jokic. Both of those guys can take it off the glass and bring it up the floor like a point guard, and essentially they become a point guard on the floor. And those are the similarities. And really good passing, really good rebounders. They can score in the paint, outside the paint. They create challenges for every team in the league, and so you got to make it tough on them. They're going to touch the ball. They're going to make some plays, but don't hang your head. If they do, next play speed will be important tonight.
We saw some lineups with Trey and Hawkins together in that last game. Super shooting-heavy lineups. Just what you see from, I guess, those lineups when those two guys are on the floor.
To your point, the ability to space the floor, and it allows, whomever they're in the game with, Zion, sometimes BI, sometimes CJ. The paint is open, so we have driving capabilities. But if teams help off those guys, they're knockdown three-point shooters.
What has just worked for you guys on these two games of the road trip so far offensively, do you think?
Well, I continue to say that it starts with our defense. When we can guard and get stops and then not allow teams to offensive rebound on us, it gives us opportunities to attack offensively and play in the open floor, and that's when we're at our best.
And Hawk has been able to work his way back into the rotation after spending some time in the G League. What do you just think about his improvement he's gradually shown throughout the season?
He's been great. Everything that we've asked him to do, he's showing up and doing it every day. He's getting better and better. The challenge for me is that I have probably 15 to 17 guys that can all play. They all have earned an opportunity to play, and they all have helped us win some games. Unfortunately, I can't play 17 guys probably in a game. So just kind of next man up, and that's the mentality. And we continue to have those discussions and conversations. But Hawk has been great for us. He works his tail off. Coach Corey Brewer has done a tremendous job with him in his player development. And so when he gets an opportunity, I want him to continue to do the same thing, take advantage of it.
And kind of a big picture question. What do you think about the way just CJ's role has evolved since he's come to New Orleans? Kind of what you guys thought he was going to be once you first got him versus how you guys are using him now?
CJ is he's selfless, and that's on and off the floor. He's always thinking about how he can help his teammates, and it doesn't matter what he needs to do, he'll do it. Sometimes that's getting us off to early starts and shooting the basketball. That's taking on defensive challenges. He has no ego in this, and that's what we love about him. He's a consummate pro. He's elevated our whole organization with his play and with the things that he's doing off the floor in the community. He's a joy to have.
One of the things he always talks about is just taking a consistent approach and putting your work in and not getting too high or too low.
Yep.
When you played, did you come in with that? Is that something you learned over the course of your career? Just how does a player, I guess, get to that point?
Yeah, you have to. I won't say you have to, but you definitely learn that it's a long season, and you're gonna have some games that are great, fantastic games that you win, and you're gonna have some low moments throughout the course of the season. But trying to stay sort of even keeled throughout it all, allows you to enjoy those moments. And when you win, you know, we're all disappointed when we don't win, but, you know, let's move on to the next game and not make this, you know, a loss or a win. That shouldn't determine our whole season. You know, we got a ton of games in front of us. And so CJ, he's one of the best on our team at that mentality, but he's played a number of different roles throughout college, throughout his time in the NBA, and those experiences teach you to have that capability.
CJ, Trey, Zion, BI, all those guys playing?
Yeah, they're all available, yeah.
All right, thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Coach.